Yo, Pierre, you wanna come on?
Ice up. Ice what?
Whoa, whoa, baby, poke it out, whoa. Poke it out, poke it out, whoa. Baby, poke it out.
Hey everyone, so it's been like 3 days since I made a video, which isn't that long, but I want to be a little bit more consistent, so I thought I'd bring you guys one. Today I'm going to be doing, off-season grades with like free agency and the draft and all that, because the off-season is, slowly coming to an end. We're going to be having football next month. It's going to be preseason, but it's still going to be football. So I thought I needed to get the off-season grades out of the way, because, I can't believe I haven't done it yet, but here's what I think about the off-season. So first, I'm going to be grading free agency. And the first move we made in free agency, of course, was re-signing Drew Brees. I'm going to give this an A+, because it's obvious, so don't need really to explain this that much. It was a 2-year, $50 million deal. Second year being, I think it was either player or team option. I really don't remember. I didn't really look at his incentives in a while. But Drew Brees, that's an A+. Don't need to go any further into that. Another re-signing we had was re-signing Alex Okafor. This will be great for depth. He'll probably rotate in and out with Marcus Davenport to give Marcus Davenport some experience. But I'm going to give this an A- just because he played great last season before getting injured, obviously. So Alex Okafor, that's an A-. One of my personal favorite moves of this offseason was signing linebacker DeMario Davis. I'm going to give this one a B+, just because I can't give it all A's. I mean, come on, guys. Trying to be as, unbiased as possible. But signing DeMario Davis really helps out the only really true weak spot on our team, and that's the linebacking core. He came in on a 3-year, $24 million deal. We signed him. He was a free agent, but he played for the Jets beforehand. And last year with the Jets, he tallied 97 tackles and 5 sacks, and that was his career year. I'm honestly really excited to see how DeMario Davis plays in New Orleans. I feel like he'll fit great in our system, and Dennis Allen will have a lot of fun with him. I feel like DeMario Davis, I'm just so excited for it, guys. Y'all don't even understand. Let's move on, though. Whoo! And my personal favorite signing of all free agency has to be bringing back a former Saint, Patrick Robinson. I give this move an A+, because instead of being worried about our slot position, like the corner covering slot, which it wasn't, Kenny Vaccaro was doing, most of the slot coverage last year, and he was terrible at it. So instead of being worried about that, we now have the second best slot corner in the NFL lurking out there. Patrick Robinson only allowed 54% of his passes to be caught last season. I know how it sounds, but for slot corners, it's the second best in the NFL, only behind Chris Jr. We brought him in on a 4-year, $20 million contract, so he's going to be playing with us for a while. He had a huge impact as soon as he got put out there in Philadelphia, so I'm really excited to see. I feel like him joining our secondary will give us the same kind of impact Marshawn Lattimore gave us when he joined our secondary, because he was our first true lockdown corner, and we get Patrick Robinson, who, when it comes to the slot, is locked down. So I cannot wait to see him play with the secondary we already have. Moving on to the offensive side, we have Cameron Meredith. Now, just because of the injury he had the season prior, I'm going to be docking this to a B+, but I still feel like it was a great move. A very good move that kind of fell under the radar with most people in the NFL. Meredith seemed as a huge breakout candidate just 2 seasons ago. He tallied 66 receptions, 888 yards, and 4 touchdowns. I mean, it was with the Bears, so that's impressive on its own. A QB is their weak spot. He'll be a great addition to the team and will be amazing lined up opposite of Michael Thomas. He reminds me of Michael Thomas a lot. He's not on the same planet as Michael Thomas is on when it comes to skill. But when you look at their build and when you look at their play style and you look at their skill set, they kind of match up a little bit. It'll be fun seeing him, on the opposite side of Michael Thomas. I'm really excited for that. And he's a good replacement to, letting Willie Snead go. And we signed him on a 2-year, $10 million offer sheet that the Bears somehow rejected to match. I really hope he proves, to everybody that the Bears were stupid for not matching that offer sheet. I personally couldn't believe it. I was at school in my AV Tech class, just sitting on my phone, and I was waiting for the announcement because apparently it was going to come out on 2 o'clock that Wednesday, and I seen it on my phone, and I was like, are you serious? I 100% expected the Bears to match. I hit up my Instagram too quick, posted about it. Everybody was freaking out because nobody expected the Bears to let Meredith go. Stupid move by them, great move by us. I'm excited to watch him play next year. Moving on from Meredith, we now have Kurt Coleman, and I labeled this as a B just because of injuries. He'll probably see starter level snaps, but really he brings good depth in veteran leadership. We've seen in the past, like in the first 2 years he was in Carolina, we've seen that he can be a very good safety. He totaled 11 interceptions in that time period, 7 in 2015 and 4 in 2016. I really like him for his football IQ, and I feel like he's a fast guy. He can keep up with the fast receivers. He had a couple good plays on Ted Ginn Jr. this year. I mean, if it wasn't for injuries this season, I feel like he could have stuck with the production he had in the years past, but it's a pretty big question mark for me at this point, so I just put it as a B. That's gonna be my my little safe point is a B because I'm not really sure how Kurt Coleman's gonna play next year. Now we got another returning Saint, and that is Benjamin Watson. Like I said, my safe letter's B. I'm gonna be giving Benjamin Watson the signing a B. He's bound to drop off at some point now. He's 37 years old. He's very old, but he was still more productive than all of the Saints tight ends combined last season. He had 61 catches for 522 yards and 4 touchdowns while coming back from a torn Achilles. He's 37. How? I'm not even going to question it. Benjamin Watson, I'm going to give him a B. It's a huge help for the disgusting mess we have at the tight end position. So, yeah. Benjamin Watson, welcome back. He's going to be a great locker room presence. Yes. Yeah, we signed Tom Savage. He's a quarterback if y'all somehow don't know who Tom Savage is. I'm giving him a C. I don't like the Tom Savage move at all. I don't like Tom Savage. He's trash. But I mean, you got to do what you got to do. Backup quarterbacks aren't really easy to find in today's NFL. So I guess I can't really take it for granted, but I don't like Tom Savage. I don't know what really his purpose is going to be. Just an established backup, I guess. Because we have J.T. Barrett and Taysom Hill. So I don't understand. I think it's just like Chase Daniel's replacement. Because Tom Savage sucks. So yeah, Tom Savage gets a C. We signed an O-lineman this offseason, and that is German Bushrod. He's another former Saints player, and I'm going to give him a B just because he will help us with offensive line depth. That's really it. So yeah, a B. Now, we have the running backs we signed. We actually signed 3 of them. Terrence West, Jonathan Williams, and Shane Vereen. I'm going to give them as a group a C+, just because their use is temporary until Mark Ingram comes back. Judging that none of them make that big of an impact, but I'm going to give them as a group a C+, just because they're most likely just going to be used temporarily, just for that 4-game span at the beginning of the season until Marky Mark comes back. So yeah, Terrence West, Jonathan Williams, and Shane Vereen get C+. Alright, that concludes the free agency section of the video. I laid down for a while after finishing the original outro. I was going to just pick up after the free agency and do the draft tomorrow and then combine them, but I think instead I'm just going to make a free agency offseason grade and then a draft offseason grade. I know these are really late, and I know that I should be making it in one video, but honestly, it'll be too long. It's going to be a lot of editing, and I'm really tired. It's 3:55 in the morning, So with that being said, this concludes the free agency part of the video. Actually, I forgot to give my final free agency grade, and the grade is an 83.5. That's about like a B average. Like, I feel like we had a B free agency. It's just a, yeah, that's pretty good. Like, it was an alright free agency. It's not anything to, you know, flip out over, but it's also not anything to cry about. So I feel like a lot of these players, we got players that'll give us a lot of success. DeMario Davis, Patrick Robinson, Benjamin Watson's gonna help. Re-signing Alex Okafor, all these things I feel like are gonna help us a lot. The Kurt Coleman signing, we just need to see if all these things can come together and fit in our system. But with that being said, I'll probably be dropping the draft ranks a day after this video airs or a day after that. Sorry, but I'm really tired and there's only so much I can do. So yeah, that's it, boys. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you're new, hit that like button, turn on that notification bell. Good night and adios. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Okay, bye.